looking to do it all over again here at Riptide.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Wrath has a little bit of something to prove, especially after that Lumi rank season. You know, I think he was ranked like number 40 or something like that, and that was after top 8ing, what was it, Kagaribi? You know, he did some absolutely nasty stuff in the last season, and then they gave him a rank that he didn't think was fair. So now he has a little bit of a chance. I mean, up against one of I think the number 2 seed and the number 2 in the world. So if he can win this one, that's certainly something you cannot ignore.
No, it's certainly something to brag about. I mean, here's the thing with the Sonics. Like, people say what they want about the character themselves, but one thing about the players is that I have never denied them their flowers.
Oh,
Sonic's
no.
one of the best to do it. Wrath, of course, one of the best to do it. Like, when I see these players, I'm like, say what you want about the character, the player is not to be taken lightly. And also the character, too. Sonic will mess you up.
Yeah, I never want to be on the receiving end of a Sonic. It is a character that is absolutely dastardly to play against.
Yes.
I like now. Did you see that he comboed off the Steve block? He used the Steve block to like cancel his end lag and just move on. It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, again, you got to really bring out all the stops of somebody like acola. Rap doing just that, of course, gets the up air. Anvil on the way down. You already know it, Rod. What sort of question was that?
And yeah, going just completely out of there, not wanting to deal with this acola ledge trapping, and I don't blame him. This is an absolute terror.
Okay. Has him kind of backed against the wall right now. Yes, going to go for the delayed jab just to check the temperature. And he said, yes, indeed, the stove is hot. Eat this F smash here.
Classic. You know, setting up that block in advance, knowing that if you get the grab, it's going to be all over Red Rover for the Sonic. But now it is our second stock. Does have the iron belt up, but does not have the diamond, which is a testament to how much pressure Wrath put on in the last stock. Just meant that acola does not have the time. However, this stock, we're certainly going to find it. He's already on the gold, and he is just a couple mines away from getting that diamond. And there it is.
That's right. Diamond's on deck right now. Of course, this is where Steve becomes their most dangerous. I mean, this is the premier Steve in the business. So I got to say, you know, Raps should certainly stay on their P's and Q's here. Playing very well around these blocks. We're going to see a lot of patience that's exuded between these two characters, these two player-character combinations, and for good reason. It might not feel like it, but there's certainly a method to the madness. And again, just being overly aggressive versus these two players is just not good.
Yeah, it's a way to just get beaten up if you try to make a too aggressive play. You're going to find yourself in a big combo, especially against Steve. I mean, let's see. Okay, he did the SDI in. A lot of times people will try to SDI in on the forward air spike, and it's very, very reactable. Almost all of the top Cs at this point are still reacting to it, and sometimes it even leads to a worse punish than if you didn't SDI at all. So we'll see if Wrath tries to mix that up by SDIing out in the future, but for now, it is acola with a slight lead, although evened up basically off that back of that forward air.
And just cannot line up. On the topic of back airs, just cannot quite line it up on Rap's side. I do appreciate the attempt, but we might need to switch the flow just ever so slightly off stage. I get it. You know, you really want to get out there because there's not a lot of characters who can really get as high in the air as Sonic can on a consistent basis. But, yeah, you're just eating a lot of unnecessary percent being on the receiving end of that cart.
Yeah. It is kind of hard to guess exactly when he's going to throw it out. acola is very good at mixing up timings on that and going really high, but the back air, you talked about it before. He lined it up perfectly this time. And Wrath with a lead going into the final stock for acola. 3 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Unlikely to result in a timeout, but always something I want to keep my eye on.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. I mean, we're coming up a little bit past the 3.5-minute mark, and I would like to say this one's probably going to not go to a timeout, but I also wouldn't put it past both of these two. I mean, patience is certainly a virtue in a matchup like this.
Yeah, I would be very surprised at this point, but we'll see how the game plays out, as right now Wrath is deciding not to engage very much. Sitting in the corner, beating out that minecart, and now it's acola doing that short hop back air, just making sure that it's so difficult to approach him over those block walls. But now Wrath has found his way in, and acola is off stage. Back air, not going to be the right timing to beat out the minecart, but we've seen it once before. He's definitely going to hit it some of the time.
He most certainly is. A little misposition there. Of course, has the 2 blocks set up right behind him just in case Wrath decides to approach aggressively and go for a jump over the block. Then it's boom, back air city. So great presence of mind right here on both sides. Oh my God, just steps right into the F smash and steps right into a stock being taken here.
Yeah.
One stock apiece, and only I'm saying only 101 because this actually ain't the worst spot to be in the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that can be made up very quickly on Acola's side. We've seen him with some absolutely magical combos in the right circumstance, but I know that there's a lot of counterplay coming out of Wrath. He does have that SDI on deck. Question is whether he's going to choose the right direction. And a back air sets up very well, 140%. I mean, Wrath has got to win this one at this point, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's looking really good, but I can't take anything away from Acola just yet. I've seen how much damage he can put on just by getting a simple grab. Now, that does come at the luxury of having blocks set up on stage, though. Okay, I tech these, bro. But you ain't teching this.
Okay, yeah, you can't tech that one. Well done by Wrath, taking the first game in a pretty dominating fashion here.
Yes. Take a swig of that blue stuff, piloting the blue blur. It's looking good here.
Man. Yeah, that's definitely got that bling on too. You like that ring?
No, for sure. No, I mean, I'll give Raph this, man. You know, of all the players, you know, he definitely he dresses really well, carries himself well.
Yep. And okay, going to this next one. He's also getting some hand warmers out, or is that beef jerky? I can't tell.
We'll see.
The packages look the same to me. It is the hand warmer.
Hand warmers. So I say, don't eat that. Tummy gonna be on fire.
Oh no. Yeah, I don't heat something up. That's for sure.
That's right. That was me after Steak and Shake last night.
Oh
man.
man.
See y'all later.
Yeah, you don't want to be down in that one.
Alrighty. So both sides certainly figuring some things out here. Acola taking his sweet time before he jumps into the next game. Wrath, of course, taking his sweet time, too. Got to keep those hands warm. Got to make sure those spin dashes come out frame perfect, right?
Yeah, I mean, you do not want to be missing things against Acola, especially when you're up a game. It's always going to be one of those what ifs. If you manage to not win after being up game one, you're like, oh man, all I had to do was be a little bit more warm and I would have won. So certainly trying to remove any possible excuses, trying to make sure that he is as locked in as possible. And we're going to be going to Final Destination? No, they're deciding
FD?
between.
Wait a minute. You might be onto something here, bro.
All right.
Are we?
Akola's deep in the tank on this one.
Yeah, he's in his proto bag right now. I see you, bro.
Oh, he's looking up the song. Did Acola put on that song? That was a Sonic song.
Hey. Of all the Sonic songs in the game, the one I like the most that isn't in the game is Casino Park.
Oh, that's a good song.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a banger.
Sonic has good music. I've always enjoyed the music. I mean, I think it's one of those games that you're always, like, the big part of the game is the vibing, just having a good time. So it's so required to have good music, and they certainly do.
Yeah. I mean, like, if nothing else, people can say what they want about the Sonic IP. A lot of highs, a lot of lows, but nowhere in between any of those were the music ever bad.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's denying that.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. And Raph singing a very different song here at the ledge, getting very aggressive, man. Love the tilted up F smash just to send the message that I will get a little handsy with you if I got to, bro. Be careful.
Hands ready to eat for everybody, baby.
Facts.
Doesn't matter that you're from Minecraft.
Okay. Getting the tools here in line right now. This is where we're going to see Acola start to come alive a little bit more, just trying to impose their will here.
Yeah,
and
don't jump. One of the things I've noticed a lot about how Wrath deals with blocks is he's really just very surgical on being like, okay, I'm gonna deal with this one block, I'm gonna remove this one block, and then I'm going to go to spin dash. Always breaking the bottom block, knowing exactly what tools he has, or able to hop over them if the situation calls for it.
Well, one luxury you do have when you're like charging, right? Oh my God, I didn't know how that one was gonna go. The 4-frame spring on the way up, I was like, somebody's getting hit with something dangerous up here. One luxury that you do have with Sonic is that you always have that ability to threaten that ground space. The fact that I can just spin like this and not do anything, it obviously doesn't matter as much when there's a block in my way, but once I get that block out my way, I'm now threatening the space. Have I approached yet? Absolutely not. But there's a good chance I'm going to get real aggressive with you. As you can see right there, namely with that back air.
Yeah, and still up pretty heavily. I mean, the 8% isn't going to do much, but still, though, we see it over and over again, Math, making the correct choices, dealing with these Steve blocks, dealing with these mine carts. It's just a very poised and precise game plan for him. And it doesn't seem like there's an answer right now for Acola.
No, it does not. I mean, again, you are nothing without your tools. So, of course, Acola has to, certainly, focus on that to some varying degree. But, you also have to make sure the task at hand, which is getting rid of Wrath, is certainly in full effect. And, oh, my God. Okay, another card on the way in. There's that sound he's looking for. Let me see something.
It feels like for this specific game, this specific set I'm seeing from acola, he really feels like one of those PvE bosses. You know, he's got like a certain set of moves that he's going to use, and he's going to rinse and repeat them, and you're just, if you're ready for them, it's just not a problem.
Yeah,
like,
but if
yeah,
you're
you
not,
might take a bit of damage, but you're not going to lose.
Oh my God. And Raph is looking like a winner right here in this match. I mean, this is just anything but good right now from acola. I got to see some adjustments in fast. Again, just the threat that I think Steve possesses when his tools are in line is very scary for the other side, unless you're Sonic. When you're Sonic, you're like, well, I don't even have to get close if I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult to deal with this amount of pressure that's coming out from Raph, and it doesn't seem like even when acola is in advantage state, it's that impactful. Like, we see a couple times we've gotten a back air in the corner like that, but now that Steve has built the house of horror, I mean, it's just like Raph doesn't care. He's like, all right, I'll pick my way through it. I can fight you at full strength. It doesn't matter how much iron you have. It doesn't matter if you've got diamond. I'm still able to fight you. I can still find my way in, and I can still set up. But okay, he didn't get a follow-up.
I did not. I thought for sure we were going to see something scary there.
I was expecting an up tilt, but maybe thinking that Raph was going to fall off the ledge with SDI out, so got baited out a little bit, and now this up air into spring, double back air, catches the air dodge, and suddenly akola's on his final stock of the game, only 36% to Raph's name.
Yeah, this is just how you play this matchup one-on-one. I mean, you just dance circles around Steve. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's going to get gold. He's going to get diamond. You trying to stop him from getting that that's a dead mission.
Right.
He's going to get it. The fact of the matter is being still in control of the narrative while he has it. That's going to make all the difference here. Of course, not being able just to apply those tools thoroughly. Nice standing jab, checking the temperature. Nothing off the F smash. acola said, I might be down, but I'm far from out, and I'm not afraid.
Yeah, he ain't afraid to take a stand at all. But, I mean, he's lapped in stocks all the way around the course. And this means that acola has to find, like, some crazy opening soon, because the way that Raph is playing, it doesn't seem like he's ever even going to get a chance. I wouldn't even be surprised at this point if Raph decided that the timeout was the play, because we only have 2 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. I mean, akola's got to find 2 stocks in that time. Raph is playing. Oh, okay, never mind. He found one.
That was so smart. Knew that would force the immediate spring, and then he knew that also Raph would try to fake him out and make it something he's going to go behind. Good back air.
Jeez,
even better up air, though. Jesus Christ, Raph.
Bro has not slowed down at all. I mean, he's got that Sonic tag of gotta go fast, but gotta go fast through this bracket and get 2-0 up on acola, the number 2 seed in the event.
Come on, bro.
Bro is pissed off about this Lumi rank placing. That's all I'm gonna say.
I guess so. And I gotta say, you know, it's not uncommon for players of this stature to really start sticking it to acola. It's happened in the past. I remember Jen, you know, used to take, I believe it was Let's Make Moves Miami and maybe one other tournament. Jen was able to take acola to the 11th hour.
Yep.
Mudace had some sets, one of the earliest, you know, top players to have some sets on acola. So
yeah,
it ain't impossible, but the job ain't done yet, and I want to make sure I address that elephant in the room. He ain't out yet. You're up 2 games, but he can easily turn this thing back around. You got to lock in here.
acola, a top 3 adapter for sure, maybe even top 1. Like, bro is so good at coming up with new game plans on the fly, figuring out what you want to do, and that is why I feel like acola 3 stocks his opponent in Game 5 more than any person I've ever seen. Bro is just, sometimes he has another level.
Okay, and he's definitely reached it for sure. Final form is upon us. Okay, and again, we're just playing around, setting up that block. Again, just, I can't quite pinpoint where Sonic is going to be, but I can put an obstacle course out here to kind of guess where he's going to be. My God. I'm everywhere you don't want me to be, though, said Raph. I love that F smash on the top platform. Delayed hit on the nair right into the back here. My God.
Yeah, I mean, Raph is looking so good. Just like this last game, just trading so far in advance. It takes 50 for a stock. I mean, that is exactly what you want to see. But, I mean, now we'll see if acola can get anything out of this. No, he just gets the tech chase and doesn't get a big follow-up. And once again, that unfortunately landing on the anvil off of that forward air, so no follow-up from acola once again, Rod.
Yeah, just not quite. This is just a very unfortunate spot to be in, man. I just think it kind of just shows how strong of a player Raph has been. Just, you know, maybe not getting as many hits, but getting the right hits, I think is the difference between Raph, Sonic, and some of the other ones I've seen.
Yep, and okay, we see, does acola want to build up that diamond because he has no pickaxe here? And, okay, footstool, the setup was actually bad for him. Normally he sets up that block, looks for the grab, and this time the footstool out of shield anvil meant that Wrath was able to survive, and another lease on life for him means a couple more openings and a lot more damage.
No, you're doing too much. You're doing too damn much. Acola said you're doing too damn much. All right, now I do like the idea of that, of course, knowing that, okay, he's trying to set up something great. I'm caught between these blocks. I know Anvil's on the way. Me fighting Steve up close, not you know, the best thing in the world to be doing. But was able still to sneak in an Anvil way up there in the top blast zone. That right there on Acola's side is just great presence of mind, bro.
Yeah, we've seen how many times Wrath was chasing up there, using like the double bear, trying to catch the air dodge. And sometimes you got something a little better than an air dodge you can do. Drop him out with a hitbox that kills.
Yes. Now this is probably the closest the match has been in quite some time here. 66% differential, but the stocks are even. And honestly, all it takes is one opening here from Acola, you know, to really get the magic going right now.
Yup, definitely looking for a grab, a jab, something like that, maybe an up tilt. But the opportunities for these things have been so small. Usually just finding tickles, usually finding singular blows from Acola. And once again, that back air extension on the minecart that we talked about earlier has been the bane of Acola's existence so many times. He's like, oh, I'll jump out of the minecart, but it still extends and it still hits him even after that.
It just, Wrath is counting his punches and his swings just so well. 5 frame on the fair. He's just counting his swings so well, knowing when the perfect time is to swing, when it's also, you know, time to back off. I mean, that right there is just proven time and time again to be a little troublesome right here on Acola's side. I'm out, bro. I need to slide up out of here.
Yeah, and 165%, once again extending that back air. And no punish on the landing Elytra. Always a little bit afraid of them acting instantly. Wasn't aware that time was not quite the case.
Bro, am I looking at this properly? Is Wrath about the 3-0 Acola?
Bro, I think he is. I mean, unless Acola changes something up soon, it's probably going to be a 3-0 from Wrath. But I'll say it. If Acola takes this game, he's taking the set.
Yeah.
Just don't give him the chance to.
I mean, that, of course, is a task much easier said than done, and Wrath is making it look damn easy right now. Landing with the nair. Nothing off the up tilt, though. I do like that from Acola's side, knowing that when the combo is done, if you're still close to me, it's my turn to attack. You got to respect up tilt. My goodness.
Yeah.
Doing too much.
I mean, it's hard, though, because you want to pressure Steve while he's up there, but you have to be careful. You have to know. And you're doing too much.
You're doing too damn much now. And that's what my auntie used to say. Now, your ass doing too much. You need to calm down.
She still say that?
She definitely does still say that.
She probably right sometimes, though.
All the time. When it comes to me, I definitely be doing too much. Same can be said right here on Wrath's side. Acola, of course, with a second lease on life, a third lease on life, actually, depending on how this one wraps up. Again, I'm just going to stand in the middle right here and just hold up tilt, because why the heck not? I can shimmy, I can attack and move at the same time. Not very many characters can do this. It's getting kind of spooky.
Yeah, does find an up throw into a back air, but trades again. Still, though, up 50%. Certainly a good spot to be in, but the attacks are coming out from Acola. He's getting a couple of his openings, and this is a little bit scary for Wrath. While he can find 1 or 2 more openings, Steve could actually just kill in, I mean, just one or more interaction. Like, we see a smash tag in the corner, forward smash, that's killing.
Yeah.
And that's not out of the question for landing an up air way up in the sky, lands on the anvil, uses the shield, but now minecart pushes Wrath to the corner, setting up this whole wall, and a back air that could have been the doom for Wrath.
And smart right there on Acola's side to build up the wall on the opposite side, knowing that back air is on the way, needs something to tech. Oh my God.
Chasing down, but once again, we are at 0 resources, actual factual 0.
Okay.
Now, still though,
okay,
very low on resources. No pickaxe.
No way.
He's fine,
He's
bouncing
chilling,
off of the wall, but no iron, no pickaxe,
just
death, and that is your life. Wrath takes it 3-0 over Acola. And I gotta say, Lumi rank number 40. Number 40. Not this time. Not with an Acola win. It ain't gonna happen again.
Wrath living up to the tag. Wrath bringing the bloodbath right there. My God, handling. I'm gonna say it. Damn it. I mean, he handled my man.
He handled him.
Now, before we jumped onto that match, I was like, look, there's 2 characters that can give Steve some real hell in this game. Maybe 3.
You were right. You were saying it.
it's either Sonic or it's Cloud, okay? I can make a strong argument for Beast Mode Paul only, but Sonic and Cloud and Sonic Raph, what the hell?
I mean, sometimes you just have a better strategy and you win. I mean, it was very clear that Raph was prepped for that matchup. He knew exactly what acola was going to do. He knew his game plan to a T, and he executed perfectly.
Batman couldn't have created a better contingency plan. He was in the lab with Alfred and said, yo, contingency plan, file code name, acola. When he does anything, I do this. This is how I win in a 3-0. Not a 3-1, not a 3-2, but that was a 3